to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome to it. Relebogile Mabuja is my name. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed, and hit the notification bell to be the first to know when new videos are up. So today we are doing an update on my son Mukogeki going to Créche. If you haven't already seen the videos where I spoke about the decision for him to go to Créche, plus him actually having his first day at Créche, watch those videos and then you can be brought up to speed with where we're at. So here's a little bit of an update for Créche. Mukogeki started Créche a couple of months ago, still small. Actually, when did he start Créche? Hold, I need to check my phone to see when my son started Créche, and the thing that's going to tell me is his school fees. Yeah, let's see the email from the school fees. That when did my child start Créche? Oh, he started in June. Okay, so it actually hasn't been that long. Okay, so 2 months ago or so he started Créche, and initially it was 3 half days a week. Half day meaning you can drop him off between 6:30 and 8 a.m. He gets dropped off between 7 and 7:30, and then half day finishes at 2 p.m. So they have quite a full schedule from 8 a.m. breakfast up until 11:30 where they have nap, and then usually they're napping between 11:30 and 2, or they're doing other things. So after the first 2 weeks, I already realized, oh my gosh, this child is so busy and active, and because now he's starting to get stimulated at Créche, he might need to stay there a little bit longer, not as in longer hours in the day, but more days in the week. So what happened was, the first week he started, and we were told that he spent a couple of days basically in the teacher's arms, which is expected, the transitioning stage, getting to know other kids. And then he started to flourish the following week. My child has a very serious side eye where he just like stares and checks people out, so he was doing that. And there's a book where things get written and shared with us, like just a bit of a daily report, and he's been doing quite well. What I've noticed at home, and now we had increased his Créche days to 5 days a week, is that his personality has just opened up. He's become more social. He's significantly more vocal. It's almost like his development just went fast forward. He's saying more words now. You know, he's imitating us. He is mimicking our behavior. There's new behavior that I completely do not recognize or even understand where it comes from or why it is that way as well. Like, for instance, he has started to hit me, and I got such a shock the first time he hits me, because my kid is adorable and I'm carrying him, and you know, his face is close to mine. I had just given him a kiss, and then out of nowhere he's like, bah! I was like, you don't hit your mother! And I was just shocked. And I think maybe I need to make a separate video about what to do when your child hits you, and he's only 14 months old, and now you're trying to figure out how to assist with that behavior. But I'm realizing this is probably something that he's seen at Créche, just interacting with other kids. So we'll do a separate conversation for that. But just in terms of how he's changed, it's like his routine has just adjusted in such a way that if you know, he wakes up at a certain time, between 5 and 6 he'll wake up. He gets prepared for school. He is so energetic. It's very, very cold. So we did make sure that his closet was filled with ample jackets, because he gets dropped off in the mornings when it's cold. The whole household has basically shifted the day earlier. And part of the thing we need to do is obviously prep some of his things for school. And when he goes, he just, I don't even know how to explain. Like, there's days that I take him, I drop him off myself, and he cries, but I haven't dropped him off in a while because I felt like he was behaving that way because of me. But when he's dropped off by his dad, for example, he doesn't cry at all and everything is fine. So he's been developing well, and you can see like he's so smart. Just one of the examples of his fine motor skills that has developed beautifully is that he just figured out how to open and twist even the smallest of lids. That we were like, what? He opened and twisted this? So he's been doing super, super well. And it just coincided at a good time that he was graduating from his stimulation class. So if you did see my Instagram and you saw that he had a graduation, some people were wondering, how's he graduating from creche when he just started? It's not from creche. He has a stimulation, was in a stimulation class, which is 0 to 12 months that he had just graduated from. And there's certain things that you can just see he's just opened up and flourished. Mutlukechi has started dancing. He has started singing. His current favorite nursery rhyme is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And he's just, I don't even know how to explain, he's just a whole new person and a being. He loves to play. He's discovered how to kick, because his ball, he would always just carry it and then put it down. Now he can throw, now he can kick. So all of these beautiful developments. I'm absolutely loving where he's at with creche. The past 3 weeks though, and this is what happens with creche. Actually, I'll even go to the beginning. Within the first week, he already started having a runny nose, because now he's exposed to other forms of germs. And then at some point, he got a cold. He went to school for 2 days until we were like, it's developing into a cough and not just a runny nose. And then after about a week of us trying to manage the cough, we decided to take him to the doctor, because he started having a very mucus-filled cough, and I could hear that his breathing wasn't great. So then ended up going to the doctor, who said, oh, this is a respiratory infection, antibiotics. And then he ended up being home for 2 weeks because he was sick. And then creche closed for a week for winter break. So he hasn't been to creche for 3 weeks, and now he will be going back. And I'm so fortunate that we have help at home, because he can be off, and now you're not like shifting your whole life to accommodate for your child. So he's back at creche next week, after we have an appointment for checking his development for where he is at the moment at the clinic where I did my parenting classes. I should do a video about the parenting classes, and then I can share with you all the things we learned there. But yeah, so he'll be back, and I can see that he misses it. I can see that just that whole interaction with other kids, they play outside, they do a whole lot of things together. So the creche decision, I stand so firmly against, because I'm seeing what it's doing for my son's life. I'm seeing how he interacts with family. The other day we were in the restaurant, myself and Mutlukechi and my mom, and he just randomly, walked up to somebody else's table, basically asking for water, as if we didn't have water at the table. But anyways, he now is comfortable to walk to people and play with people. Obviously, you've got to be on guard for safety, but I love the fact that he's opened up, and he's not the baby that used to just be holding on to me and not wanting to play with anybody. So creche has been great. I will probably have to give another update in a couple of weeks or so, because they grow so quickly and they evolve so fast. But the most exciting part for me is just seeing how he's finding himself, like as a little person. We just introduced the iPad in his life. He knows how to go where he needs, like it's insane that he knows how to go where he needs to go. He knows how to change the song, the same as his toys. He knows his favorite song on the toy is If You're Happy and You Know to Clap Your Hands. So he'll do that album skip track until he gets to his track, and then he stands and he dances, and then the song finishes and he goes back. And this is just the little person that he's become. So that is super, super exciting. I was very sad on the WhatsApp group with all the parents. I saw that on the one day of creche they were baking and doing art, and he wasn't a part of it. So yeah, I'm excited for him to go back to school. If you have any questions or want to share any of your experiences, Please comment down below and we will continue having these awesome conversations. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.